There was a man named Dong Zhaoxi in ancient times. Once he took a boat across the Qiantang River. When the boat reached the middle of the river, he suddenly saw a piece of reed 3 feet long floating in the river. There was an ant on the reed, crawling back and forth in a hurry, constantly crawling from one end to the other, and it seemed that it was about to fall into the river and drown. Dong Zhaoxi was a kind-hearted person. He asked the boat to approach the reed and wanted to pick up the reed and the ant together. The people on the boat objected and said, "This is a poisonous insect that stings people. If you dare to take it on board, we will trample it to death." Dong Zhaoxi had no choice but to tie one end of the reed with a rope and tie the other end to the side of the boat, dragging the ant to the shore. The ant escaped from death and ran away quickly after crawling onto the land. That night, Dong Zhaoxi had a dream. He dreamed that hundreds of people in black clothes came to find him. The leader of the black-clothed people bowed to him and thanked him, saying, "I am the king of ants. I accidentally fell into the river today. Thanks to you for saving my life. If you have anything you need in the future, please tell me and I will try my best to help you." Dong Zhaoxi woke up and felt that this dream was absurd, so he ignored it. A few years later, Dong Zhaoxi offended the government because he defended the rights of people everywhere. He was arrested and thrown into prison, with no way to appeal or escape. In desperation, he remembered that absurd dream and thought he might as well give it a try. Maybe it was a way out. He found a few ants from the prison and said to them, "I am Dong Zhaoxi. I am locked up in prison. Go and tell your king and let him find a way to save me." The ants were stunned for a while and then hurried away. But for the next 3 days, there was no movement. Dong Zhaoxi was a bit desperate and even felt that he was too bored to talk to the ants. 3 days later, in the middle of the night, it rained heavily and thundered and lightning. Dong Zhaoxi, who was sleeping, dreamed of the black-clothed ant king again. The ant king shouted, "Get up! Get up!" Dong Zhaoxi woke up with a start and looked around. Suddenly, a corner of the prison wall collapsed with a crash and a hole appeared. Thousands of ants crawled out of the hole in a dense swarm. Dong Zhaoxi knew that this was the escape tunnel that the Ant King led the ants to gnaw. He bowed gratefully to the ants and escaped from prison on the stormy night. Later, Dong Zhaoxi always admonished his descendants to do good deeds from the little things and not to neglect the small things because of their goodness.